Hello, I'm Nurata, and I'm a visualization lead specializing in Unreal Engine, and I wanted to share with you a workflow that I developed for Playviz, or live Previs sessions in Unreal. To create this sequence, I recorded in-engine gameplay and baked it down to a control rig. This allowed me to quickly block a Previs sequence and modify the animation. This is Playviz. To do this, I modified Epic's game animation sample project to allow my character to traverse over any object and latch onto any ledge. Playviz doesn't replace Previs. It's a part of the Previs process. It's like if I got to conduct a quick and easy mocap session in my actual environment. Here you can see me recording my gameplay using Unreal's Take Recorder. Even before setting down cameras, I'm able to get a feel for the pacing just from running around the environment. Because I'm playing out the scenario, I'm able to iterate on my ideas quickly just by running around, trying out different routes, and placing new obstacles in my way. With my changes done, I can record a new take to see how it will play out. I used a keyboard and mouse to play my character for this take, but you can use a controller if that's what you're more comfortable with. During a live session, it's easy to give a client a controller to give them the freedom to explore their own ideas for how a scene should play out. I don't have a swinging motion in my gameplay file, so I will need to add it into my animation later. Now that I have the take that I want, I'm going to bake it down to a control rig. I already have my control rig set up for my character, so this part's easy. I then clean up and remove some of the extra layers and data from the take session that I won't be needing for my animation. I set up a master sequence to get my main cameras blocked out and use the camera cut track in Sequencer to get a feel for the edit. Supervisors and leads can use Playviz sessions to quickly block out a sequence and place basic cameras, and then assign them out to their artist team. I begin making basic changes to my animation. I'm keeping my changes simple at first. Here I'm addressing the swinging motion on the pole. I like that I'm not confined completely to the take that I recorded and can easily put my own animation into the scene. But as I begin to make more complex changes and adding characters, I break out my master edit into individual shots. Even though my shots are broken out into separate sequencers, my master edit makes it easy to go back and forth between shots. I'm also able to swap out different versions of my shots in the edit on the fly. I find that this has changed my workflow from Maya. I am no longer working on my sequence shot by shot. Rather, I'm working on the sequence as a whole. I'm taking broad strokes and passes at the whole thing. It feels very fluid. The quick and broad nature of the workflow is great when brainstorming with clients in live Previs sessions. Playviz has been around in various forms with machinima and game studios who have their own proprietary tools to capture in-game cinematics. Now, however, it's become more accessible to the film and VFX community. It is now more digestible for our workflow and compatible with our pipelines. This also opens vendor studios to doing in-game cinematics for game studios who are willing to share their game builds. As movies based on games become more popular, it will be useful for previous studios to have the means to work with the original game files to draw closer inspiration from the source material. While this project is robust, it's still in its infancy. The point of this project was to prove Playviz as a viable addition to Previsualization. I want to modify and create an even more robust game file. I hope that showing this off will encourage Previz studios to incorporate a base game into their Previz project. This video only scratches the surface. I hope to go more in depth about the modification that I needed to make and the animation process in a later video. The rest of this video is a time-lapse of me working on the sequence. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you'll incorporate Playviz into your workflow. Thank you. This is Nurata.